Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Rockford police investigate a string of violent crimes, the latest on several murder cases, as well as another pair of shootings. Beloit is closer to landing a new casino. The earliest city leaders expect construction to begin. The nationwide baby formula shortage wreaks havoc on parents who rely on it. A local mother speaks with us about the struggle she and her baby face every single day. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Erica is off tonight. A Thursday night shooting leaves a Rockford man seriously hurt. This happened just after 10 on North Avon Street near Talcott Page Park. Police say a 21-year-old man was found at the scene. He was taken to a local hospital. His injuries are said to be life-threatening. The shooting occurred about a block away from where a 14-year-old boy was shot Wednesday. Police have not said if the attacks are connected. No word on a suspect, and no arrests have been made. Earlier in the night, police arrested a man they say got into a shootout outside a Rockford convenience store. They reportedly found him because of his underwear. The shootout happened at the Mart Westside shop on School Street. Investigators say video footage shows Demarius Nelson walk up to three men outside the shop and open fire. The group shot back. Nelson was hit in the leg. Police later found and arrested the 21-year-old at a local hospital. Investigators say his distinctive white and pink underwear helped them make a positive ID. Nelson now faces a list of charges, including attempted murder. 2 weeks after a string of Rockford murders, we're learning the names of those killed. The first happened back on April 25th. Tracy Morell was shot and killed inside her Greendale Drive home. That's near Harrison and South Alpine. The 56-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 nights later, Javon Nolan was shot and killed on Grant Avenue near Ridge and Whitman. Officers found the 31-year-old man. He'd been shot more than once. Nolan was pronounced dead at the scene. May 1st, Anthony Angelari was gunned down. The 42-year-old was inside his LePay Street home near Kenrock Park. He, too, was pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses reportedly told police a man was shooting into a house, then ran away. Rockford's 8th murder of the year happened 3 days later on 17th Avenue. Martha Mosky was found shot. The 48-year-old was rushed to a local hospital but died. No suspects have been named in any of these cases, and no arrests have been made. Well, it feels like the dog days of summer this week. We just set a record for our 4th straight day of 90-degree temperatures this early in May. Jordan is in the Weather Center. Jordan, is there relief in sight?
There is some relief, but what comes with that is a little bit of a trade-off, as we will see some storms that will develop here this afternoon and into this evening. We're currently watching that line of storms that are developing to the south and to the west of the viewing area, including a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, as well as a tornado warning that are developing along that line that's ahead of that cold front. We're continuing to watch those here this evening as they'll push off to the north and to the east. The main threat for severe weather here across the state line is over the next few hours, so continue to remain weather aware as we continue on here through this evening. We'll time these out with Futurecast. We're continuing to see those line of storms move in as we get later on in the next few hours, but because of the lack of shear, those storms pretty well rain themselves out very quickly. Because of the lack of shear, we do see those storms that'll weaken as we get later on into the evening. We do hold on to a few chances for some scattered showers and storms throughout the rest of the day as well, but we are continuing to see those storms developing here through this evening. And the main thing that we want to make sure that we remain weather aware here this afternoon. I'll break down more of the timing of those storms as well as what we can expect next coming up a little bit later on in the show.
All right, thanks, Jordan. A second state line casino gets the go-ahead. The U.S. Bureau of Indian Affairs approved Ho-Chunk's request for the proposed Beloit casino site. It's a 30-acre site located east of the city between Willowbrook Road and I-90. The approval gives the tribe the ability to move forward with finalizing designs. For now, that design also includes a hotel, convention center, and water park. The casino is expected to bring in more than 1,300 jobs. There's still a few more hurdles to clear, but city leaders hope to break ground within the next year. State leaders pass a strategy they hope deters smash and grabs at retail stores. Eyewitness News is keeping you connected to the Capitol. The new law, retail theft, makes it a felony. It also makes it easier to prosecute thefts that occurred in one county but sold in another. Online marketplaces will also be required to gather information on people selling large amounts of items.
This is not aimed at a low-income parent desperate to feed their child. It's not about a kid making a short-sighted mistake. This is about a multi-billion-dollar industry of organized criminals carrying out sophisticated theft operations to turn a profit on the resale market.
Last December alone, the Illinois Attorney General's Organized Crime Task Force recovered about $1 million worth of stolen items from storage units. The safest place to be right now may be Cherryvale Mall. That's because it's filled with police officers for Northern Illinois Police Memorial Week. All weekend long, officers from across the state line have the chance to meet some of the residents they're sworn to protect. They also showed off some of their rides, including a Hummer, police cruisers, and motorcycles. The week is meant to honor officers who died in the line of duty.
So this is a way of keeping their memories alive, to let them know that we appreciate them and their families, let them know that we appreciate all that they do for the people of Illinois.
Officers will hold a canine and bomb robot demonstrations. Tonight's events run until 8. The nationwide baby formula shortage forces many parents to get creative. Some have turned to homemade recipes. Nikel Delgado joins us now in the studio. Nikel, doctors are actually urging parents not to do that.
That's right, Mimi. You would think you could make it at home, but experts say doing that could be very detrimental to the health of the baby. Formula was designed to give everything a baby needs to thrive, filled with proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals.
So I feel helpless, I'm worried about where his next meal's coming from. It's very scary.
Rockton mother of 2, Andrea Reyna, is struggling to find food for her 3-month-old baby.
So the shelves are getting emptier and emptier, and it's getting harder and harder. And I can't skimp out on feeding him because he needs the nutrition.
Reyna says she goes to 5 different stores just to find 1 bin of formula. That's only enough to last for 3 days.
Formulas are made with really, really specific oversight and under federal regulations to be able to provide really specific nutrients to infants and children.
Pediatric clinical nutritionist at UW Health, Camila Martin, says during these stressful times, it's important to seek help from pediatric professionals to see what alternatives are best for your baby.
Homemade formulas aren't going to have these exact distributions. And if they're off by a little bit, that can actually be extremely dangerous to infants whose bodies aren't as resilient as ours as adults.
Martin says to help combat this crisis, breastfeed if you can, reach out to breast milk banks, connect with the support groups on social media. Reyna does say that she is tag teaming with other moms to help find formula.
I have a couple of friends that their baby is on the same formula, so we kind of just watch out for each other. She'll go to pick a few places to go to, and then I'll also go to a few places, and then she'll pick me up some, and vice versa.
On top of not ever making formula at home, experts say also to don't dilute your baby formula. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nikel. A local nursing school celebrates the success of its latest group of graduates. St. Anthony College of Nursing held a graduation ceremony this afternoon at the Tabala Event Center. More than 40 students walked across the stage. Many will now take needed license exams and start their careers. Others will continue their education.
We have 39 undergraduate students, 3 Master of Science in Nursing, and then 13 DNP, so Doctor of Nursing Practice students. So we are very excited to see them all graduate today. It's definitely been a long time coming. Even through COVID, it's an extra special event today.
This graduation comes at a critical time. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts more than 500,000 nurses will retire next year. More than 1 million are needed to make up the difference. A major piece of Rockford Peaches history needs your help. The International Women's Baseball Center wants to restore a 1947 Greyhound bus that the team used for travel. It's expected to cost $100,000. Despite the high price tag, the center says state line residents have been more than generous in support of their cause.
Every time we have said to Rockford, we have an idea. We want to do this. We think we can do that. Rockford answers the call.
We've posted a link to the fundraiser on our website, mystateline.com. A Rockford charity that helps feed at-risk kids gets a remarkable donation. It's all thanks to our Remarkable Woman of the Year. Up next, we'll take you to Rock House Kids and how they'll use the money.
We had another day in the 90s, and we're going to see some storms later on here tonight. I'll have all the details coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Lever, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
A Remarkable Women campaign wrapped up last month with the announcement of this year's winner, Becky Bailing. As part of the honor, Nexstar Media Group is donating $1,000 in Bailing's name to the nonprofit of her choice. Bailing picked an organization that's been helping local kids since 1999. The mission of Rock House Kids, to feed Rockford's inner-city children physically, spiritually, and emotionally, resonated with this year's Remarkable Woman winner, Becky Bailing. That's why Bailing chose the organization to receive a donation in her name. Executive Director Dee Lackney says she's humbled by the support.
Every donation helps. This one is especially dear to my heart because it's somebody in the community who sees what we are doing and sees the importance of it, to get the kids off the street so they can have a safe place.
4 nights a week, Rock House Kids opens its doors at its location on 7th Street. Kids in 1st through 12th grades can get a hot meal, participate in chapel time, meet with a mentor, and enjoy playtime. At the end of the evening, each goes home with a kid-friendly food bag. Lackney says there's a growing need in the community for their services.
Violence is increasing, and the kids need to have some place that they can feel safe, some place that they can just relax, some place they don't have to have their guard up. And also, now that it's getting warmer out, many of our kids don't have air conditioning, so we are a cool place for them to be as well.
Rock House Kids serves about 250 kids a week. Lackney says she's excited to see growth in the number of teens who regularly visit.
Our teens started at about 13 to 16 teens, and now we're up to about 36 to 38 on average. And for a teen to want to come here, we have to be doing something right.
Lackney says once the expansion is done, Rock House Kids will need a minimum of 85 more volunteers to help with meals and mentoring students. Some relief from this week's heat wave is finally in sight, but will it come in time for the weekend? Jordan answers that for us in your First Warn weather forecast coming up.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, the big story this week that everyone has been talking about is the record-breaking heat that we have been dealing with here across the state line. Let's take a look at some of those numbers. We did see temperatures broke a record throughout 4 days in a row. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is actually the first time that we have had 4 90-degree days in a row this early on in the summer. Normally we would expect this kind of heat to come during the month of July, but we are in mid-May, so this is definitely some unprecedented heat that we are dealing with here. But luckily we have some relief that'll be on the way. We do have a cold front that'll push through as we get later on into the overnight tonight, but we are still seeing those temperatures locally still in the 90s, 91 in Rockford, 92 in Rochelle. But if we get further out to the west, that's where we notice that cold front that's starting to work its way in, so we still have some temperatures in the 80s there. With that cold front, we are also going to see that continue to improve our temperatures as we get later on tonight. Dew points locally still are in the 60s and 50s. And that is actually a lot better than what we had yesterday. We have dew points in the 70s, so definitely a lot more comfortable of a feeling than we have today compared to what we had yesterday. Now with this cold front, we are seeing some storms that are beginning to fire up across the state line. We take a look at some of those storms now beginning to work their way into the viewing area. Notice how quickly they come out of nowhere. So that's with that cold front and that warm air that's being lifted over that cold front that's beginning to develop those storms. Particularly, we are watching this line that's a little bit south of the viewing area. Has produced a couple of tornado warnings as well as a few severe thunderstorm warnings. So we want to remain weather aware here as we get later on into this evening and into the overnight tonight. Here's a live look outside our SkyTrack camera of downtown Rockford, sponsored by Window World, showing those cloudier conditions as we're beginning to see those storms that'll work their way through here later on today. We time these out with Futurecast. We are seeing those showers and storms work their way in over the next few hours. Notice the temperature difference when those storms work their way through. It will drop our temperatures down quite a bit along with those showers and storms. We are watching the chance for a couple of those storms to be severe as well. The main main threats that we are watching for is small hail as well as damaging winds, but we also cannot rule out a tornado or two, as we have seen a couple of those tornado warnings to the south with that line as well. Now these storms, because of their lack of wind shear, which is change of wind speed or direction as we get up into the atmosphere, those storms will kill themselves out pretty quickly as we get later on into the evening, because those storms won't have anything to drive them, and that'll clear us out pretty quickly as we get later on tonight. And we'll actually see some clearer skies into the day on Sunday as well. We will see a few scattered chances for some showers during the day tomorrow, but not really anything severe or thunderstorms are expected for that. We are still under that slight risk across the area. That's a level 2 out of 5, so we do want to remain weather aware here through the rest of this evening. After these showers and storms work their way out, we are continuing to see those temperatures greatly improve as we're in the 90s, then the 80s, then into the 70s as we get early on into next week. That is also reflected on the 7-day forecast as well. We have a chance for some showers there Saturday and into Sunday, and then our next chance for rain showers does not come until we get into Wednesday.
Thanks, Jordan. Scott's in next with sports. We'll be right back.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
As Ice Hogs coach Anders Sorensen said last night, it's only one game, but the way the Ice Hogs lost that opening game in Rosemont to the Chicago Wolves makes it feel like much more. The Hogs lost 6-2. They got an opening goal from Lucas Reichel and then watched the Wolves put up 6 straight goals. 2 came on the power play. The Wolves put up almost twice as many shots on goal as the Ice Hogs did. Goaltender Arvid Soderblom started well but wore down under constant attack by the Wolves. The Hogs spent some time this morning regrouping, hoping to turn things around tomorrow night in Game 2 in Rosemont.
I think every guy's just got to do a little bit more, from top to bottom of the lineup. Everyone gives 5-10% more. We'll be in that much better shape. They're going to compete over there, and the series is probably just going to get more cranked up and more compete as we go.
New day, new game for us. Forget what happened. It is what it is. Obviously, it sucks to let in 6 goals, but that's the reality. We just got to forget about it and move on.
Remember, it's only a best-of-5 series, so the pressure will be on the Hogs to get a win tomorrow night at Allstate Arena. Well, Big V has his first big NFL contract. Auburn graduate Vidarian Lowe signed his rookie deal with the Minnesota Vikings this morning. The Vikings tweeted out this photo of him. The Minnesota Star-Tribune reports it's a standard 4-year rookie contract and it's worth $3.86 million. It also includes a signing bonus of almost $200,000. Lowe was one of 10 players picked by the Vikings in the draft 2 weeks ago. He was taken in the 6th round. He was a 2-time All-Conference offensive tackle at Auburn, and then he went on to start a school record 52 games in his career with the Fighting Illini. The postseason's off to a great start for the Rock Valley College softball team. The Golden Eagles dominated Milwaukee Area Tech 18-0 today in the opening game of their Region 4 tournament. That was played in Joliet. It's Rock Valley's 40th win of the season. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Continuing to see some rain showers that work their way through, as well as a chance for some strong to severe storms later on this evening. They're on the First One Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more. The rest of this week, after those 90-degree temperatures, we're back into the 70s, even 60s for the rest of the week. A couple more chances for rain throughout the week as well.
Thanks, Jordan, and thanks for joining us. See you at 6.